Okay, so I'm going to talk about anxiousness and panic. Okay, so I'm on the trail, I'm recording, I'm my own little world. I pretty much know these trails. And again, I come across a mother with her 2 children, and she's in a really anxious panic state. And she's like, "Do you know these trails?" I'm like, "Pretty much, yeah." She's like, "Can you direct us to the exit?" And I said, "Well, it depends on what trail you're on, which trail you're following." And she's like, "Well, I don't know." And I said, "Well, you got to pay attention to the markings. Are you on the red trail, the blue trail, the yellow trail, whatever, right?" And she's like, "I don't know." And she's like, "I was letting my son lead." I said, "Well, I can't help you with that." I said, "I'm going in this direction, and it was like an intersection at that point, and I was going one direction, and from where she was coming, she would have been going in a different direction, right?" And I said, "I'm filming, and I know where I am, and eventually I'll come out to where I need to be." I said, "But the red trail splits off in multiple parts, and you got to follow it all the way through. You can't just like be on this trail and then go to the other trail and then be wondering why you're not where you got to follow. You got to pick a trail to follow, right?" And so she's like, I said, "You're welcome to follow me, but I'm going to do it in my timing, and like I'm recording, and she's like, and she looked really anxious. And again, I invited her, but she didn't want to follow me. She didn't want to agree to my terms, and she wanted to go her own way. And she's still out there in the woods, okay? It's not my problem. You can invite people to follow the straight and narrow path. She asked me a question. Do I know these trails? Yes, I know the trails. She asked me a question. "Oh, I've been running around in circles. I was letting my son lead me." Why are you letting your son lead you? She's like, what, 6 years old? What kind of insanity is that? Letting your child lead you. You're supposed to be leading your child. So, bottom line, people are going to do what they do, okay? And the invitation was there for her to follow me, and she could be getting safely out of the woods like I am in another minute, But she chose to stay in the thick of the woods, not knowing where she's going, not knowing what trail she's following, has no plan, and that's like being without God. You can be without God and be following Satan and not knowing that you're following Satan, and you're all around in a circle and you don't know where you're going. You're going to get lost, and you're probably going to have a lot of hardship. But if you follow God and you follow God's way, and you say in your prayer, "Lord, lead me to the next entrance or exit of the path and lead me back to my truck," guess what? Here I am coming into the clearing, and here I am, and there's the grass, and I'm out of the woods. So people, you can listen to people who know what they're doing and where they're going, and you can follow them. That can help lead you into the true and righteous path, or you can keep staying on the zigzag cursed Satan path and wonder why it ain't working for you when you're letting your child lead you, and the child is 6 years old. Come on now, wake up, people, wake up. Have a good night.